Mambo VP, welcome to Kenya's number one online radio station. This is Baze Radio. Let's see all the KE from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. Kamakawa, mko locked in ndani ya Baze Radio. Let's see all the KE, and this is kwa block with Silver Kida. Tulisema lazima tutatoka kwa block. Watu wangu kama kawa kama dao. Leo naleta show amazing sana because leo niko live at the US Kenya Creative Economy Forum 2025. For the first time, tuko kwenye ground kuzungumza na investors, creative, innovators, artists, business owners mazi. Unangoja nini mtu wangu? But uswai panic. Ndani ya Baze Radio CO the K nitakuletea one of a kind exclusive interview because this year theme ni powering the future of creative economy. We kama creator, we kama innovator, we kama artist, uswai panic because ndani ya Baze Radio CO the K nitakaa na mabazu, nitakuchanua, nitakuletea vitu amazing. Keep it locked on Baze Radio CO the K as I come back with more.
A very good morning. My name is Miss Kithinji, and we are attending the US and Kenya Creative Economy Forum 2025. And right here with me is one of the creative leaders in this country, the one and only Eddie Butita. Habari yako Butita?
Mzuri sana, Mungu anarahisisha, alhamdulillah. Creative leaders.
Very nice. How does it feel to be part of this forum? It's the first one of a very kind, and you are one of the selected few that is part of this event. How does it feel?
It feels great because now discussing matters creatives on this level is something that we've been looking for long. But now we are a place where we cannot ignore the impact of creative economy. So I'm happy to be part of this, and we can discuss the way forward to see how the industry can grow, how we can create more capacity and be able to build more creatives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you attended last year, you went to the US with the president, and it was matters to do with the creative economy. Would you like to say this is a culmination of what you guys spoke there?
Yeah, these are one of the major things that we discussed there, and I'm happy to see the American embassy having kickstarted such programs on their end. I'm also waiting and hoping to see great support from the Kenyan government when it comes to this also.
Uh-huh. Now, this platform aims at fostering this collaboration between US and Kenya. As a creative, how would you see that collaboration helping you as a Kenyan? Creative especially.
US is a big market. It's a great market. It's a first world country. We would love to have a great exchange in terms of talent, in terms of skills, in terms of technical support, in terms of just information alone, which is power. So I see us unlocking full potential globally and being able to export also our culture to that side. Yeah.
Let me ask, I know this could be a secret, but maybe unaweza tuambia kidogo tu. If you were to pitch an idea to a US investor today, what would that be?
That idea will be me. Invest in me.
As who? As who?
For the purpose of fluidity of the idea, I cannot say it here.
Yeah.
But if you are an investor, let us not say you have idle money, and you want a winning idea in the creative industry, contact me. I have great ideas. Right now I'm looking into the AI space.
Yeah.
I'm really launching something to do with AI soon. I'm really launching something to do with skills in the creative industry, which we have another brand new brand coming up called Creators, KRETAZ. So I have a lot of things to foster the industry, things that really can make meaningful income to creatives and to investors. So if you have idle million of dollars and you want to multiplicate them, don't gamble. Come here. I show you. It's best than MMF funds.
Yeah.
But I can't share the idea here. Wataifanya bila mimi.
As someone we consider a successful creative, how do you measure success as a creative here in Kenya? Okay. And also, what policies would you want changed so that they can favor creatives even more?
Okay. So I'll speak on a very personal level. So for me and our company, Philip Productions at large, we're very heavy when it comes to being culture changers. We're culture changers. So when we see positive change in terms of the culture, now that's success for us. I'll give you an example. Before we started doing our thing, film was really struggling in this country. People did not really know where to get Kenyan films from. The film going culture was at an all-time low. Like, the film industry was really taking a hit. But after we came through, and, through a bit of innovations hapa na pale, there's some things that are you can hear now that are a direct result of what we did. For example, when somebody does something, alafu unasikia audience wanasema, weka link tununue. That lingo was not there before we started. We're the inventors of that. That is culture changing.
Okay.
Because now we've changed the way film is being consumed in this country, and we've changed the attitude of the people. Historia, content, film, TV shows, have to be consumed for free. Hiyo tumemalizana nayo.
Yes.
So now people know it is expensive to produce, and people need to appreciate the producers. That for us is a success.
Okay.
So in terms of the things that we need implemented, wacha nipige tu hawa wageni wetu kiboko kidogo tu.
Wapige.
So when content creators from the West are thriving, yet majority of the producers and the majority of the consumers are us guys, the Africans. Yet we are the ones languishing. I feel like that's a bit problematic. You cannot tell me that you have all the resources to pay content creators in the West, but when it comes to us now, kidogo there are challenges.
You draw the line.
That's where you draw the line. Upon I feel it's a bit unfair.
Okay.
So I don't know. It might not look like much, but just allowing Africans to be able to monetize in platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook will go a long way. I see organizations trying to do something. They are like wonderful organizations trying to kick out malaria, by providing nets to people who need it. But do you realize that in a county, say like Migori, where the prevalence is very high for malaria, if you have the creators in Migori being able to monetize, you don't need to give them nets for free.
You don't.
Yeah. Hakuna vile utampatia 20,000 kwa mwezi ashindwe kununua net ya 300. Unaona? So the challenges that we are suffering from as Africans, which can be very easily dealt with if only we were economically empowered. Now, how do you empower people? Now, through such things, Maze. The creative economy is booming the world over.
Yeah.
People are making content from Uko as far as Turkana.
Yes.
Lakini they are making it for free. Hawalipwi. Makosa. Kwa nini mtu wa Turkana asilipwe na mtu wa Los Angeles, California anaokota 15 times?
Really?
Yeah. So hizo ndio vitu unaweza sema tu, yani if you're watching, please do something. Yeah, let Africans monetize. Yeah, it will go a long way.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mkuru, for always, championing for the creative industry.
Absolutely.
We might not see it now. We might not thank you now. Lakini,
yes,
itakuja kujipa. So keep doing, changing the culture.
Absolutely, Maze. Hatusimami, hatuchoki.
Yes.
Hapo sawa.
Thank you so much.
Anytime, Betty, wacha niingie ndani nisikize mambo kule.
Kabisa.
Sawa.
Now we are still at the US-Kenya Creative Economy Forum 2025, one of its kind, the very first time ever. And right here with me is Marek. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Betty. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now I want to know, Marek, what opportunities are you seeing, as this collaboration begins with the US and Kenya Creative Economy Forum?
Yeah, and I don't think it's beginning. It's been around for a long time, right? And as we know, US being the de facto leader in terms of entertainment, in terms of creative arts, in terms of culture in many ways. It's a great way to connect. Also, a lot of Kenyans, East Africans, and everybody, frankly, around the world. It considers the US a legit touring circuit, a place to go and find new fans and explore the market over there. So I think it's great that we're connecting like this, and vice versa. I think as well, especially some of the things that we're working on at ACE with the East African Touring Company that we just launched earlier this year with Hassa Sassa. It's also about bringing international acts over here, not just in music, but in sports, film, and TV. So it's always great to have these kinds of get-togethers and have players in the markets from both ends meeting over here. So looking forward to seeing everybody.
Now, this is more of a first world, third world sort of collaboration. So I believe there are so many areas that we can tap into when it comes to collaborations. What areas would you like to specifically say can help the Kenyan creatives?
I mean, I wouldn't say first and third world, first of all. I think, I don't know if there's such a thing as second world, but I think Kenya is a perfect combination of first and third world together.
Okay.
And that's why I made this my home. I love it.
Yes.
So I think what can come out of this, look, we just need to be able to make it easier for people, number one, to travel and to exchange IP. Visa processes for talent and artists shouldn't be that difficult, really, to check if a Kenyan artist is truly a Kenyan artist, right? I understand there has to be some checks and balances, but I think making it easier to travel, I think in terms of IP protection, in terms of exchange programs, in terms of investment coming from the US to here as well, in terms of venue, infrastructure, and anything to do around the entertainment part of the world, investments into existing companies and fit outs that are already here in Kenya that are doing a great job. I think, yeah, those are the kind of key things in my opinion.
Now, as a creative professional who has worked closely with artists, musicians, what areas do you feel we are facing challenges and this collaboration is really going to be of help?
I think the biggest place where we face challenges is that is financing, right? Is money. In Kenya, the traditional lenders, investors, etc., they don't really understand the entertainment world, and I don't blame them. So far, there haven't been too many efforts for consistent, productive, and profitable ventures. But I think it's a bit of a catch-22. So I think the biggest discussion that needs to happen over here is how to make sure we put the money in, because it's going to come back 100-fold, especially in our economy, in our country here, where we have so many young people. And it's going to be, those numbers are like under, like 60, 70%, those numbers of like under 25s or whatever it is. I mean, one of the best places for them to plug in, especially around their passion points, which is oftentimes entertainment and the creative world. So if we really hone this in and it becomes the government's priority, and I think there were some attempts around Talentahela to do so, and we put in some money, it's going to come back 1,000-fold, because everywhere else around the world, the creative industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We just need to be able to inject the initial capital, get the right partners, get the right knowledge and know-how from outside, and the necessary support, and give us 5 years, and we'll be bigger than Niger.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Abba Mutua just said the same thing.
100%.
Because he said that we are the African creative giants. Do you believe that?
Not just that, but also tech giants. And those kind of things go really hand in hand.
Okay.
This is the place to be.
For sure. All right, Marek. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, Betty. Thanks, guys.
And right here with me is Mr. Timothy Owase. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Please introduce yourself. Let us know what you are representing.
Oh, for sure. My name is Timothy Owase. I'm the CEO of Kenya Film Commission, and I'm all about storytelling. So when you see me here at the US-Kenya Creative Economy Conference, I'm here because this conference presents an opportunity for Kenyan creatives to collaborate with their counterparts from the United States, and also it provides an avenue for networking so that we are able to actually seize the opportunities that are there, because we do believe that storytelling is no longer just a show. It is serious business. So when you see Kenya-US collaborating, we are looking at a much larger scenario. Other than just entertaining, we want to entertain you, but at the same time, provide you an avenue for creating wealth for our country. Yes.
Now, talking about providing avenue, it means there are a few things that this collaboration is going to address. What is the biggest challenge that this collaboration is going to address in the creative economy?
Of course, we all know that the United States is very big when it comes to creative economy. When you go to the city of California, almost 100% of its GDP emanates from the creative economy. And we believe that we can be able to learn from the best. And the US being here, and key investors being here as part of this conference, they are going to provide real insights that will be able to give our creators, our investors, an opportunity to create linkages and also learn from the best. We know there are those key elements that the government is undertaking in terms of the legal and legislative framework, which will be able to provide a baseline as far as the operations, management, and regulation of the industry is concerned. So this forum, not only is it there just to provide an opportunity for people to meet, but it's an avenue for people to connect, trade, and also create networks. Yes.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see what this collaboration holds for the Kenyan creative economy.
And of course, I invite you to join us. At 2, I'll be on a panel.
Yes.
We will be discussing about several things about storytelling. Yeah, so I welcome you.
We'll be sure to catch that. Thank you so
Karibu
much.
sana.
Junior, is VP?
Yeah, poa.
It's good. Now we're here for the US creative economy. Expectation in you today in Ghana. Expectation today?
I'm actually expecting to learn a lot and to connect with the US people who are interested in the creative economy in Kenya, and especially in Kisumu, because we have a lot of creatives in Kisumu, whether in sports or music or the arts, acting, film, everything. Yeah, so we're really expecting to build a big and warm relationship that will help us to nurture the talent in Kisumu and bring it to the fore.
Junior, as a creative coming from Kisumu, being here, what is the feeling to be here to represent the rest of the creative as well?
Yeah, I think there's just been like a lot of opportunity to explode within the creative economy in Kenya. Obviously, like kind of being a part of that buzz, especially in the music and world pre-COVID, and how COVID kind of slowed things down. But it really feels like having been away for a bit and coming back and just like seeing how things are starting to pick up so much again, and because of that slowdown, it's created a lot of like subcultures, which is really cool. And there's not just like one homogenous creative identity. Like there's so many things that people are doing, and so to be able to, I guess, connect with people who can offer that support, and obviously the U.S. creative economy has has withstood a longer period of time, and so being able to learn from what they did right and how we can like implement things to work within the context of Kenya, within the context of Africa, and discover new ways to diversify, so yeah, I'm just like, it's a cool learning opportunity as well, just like my mom said. And yeah.
Thank you so much.
And we're here to represent the governor of Kisumu. He asked me to come and interact with this forum because he wasn't able to be here, but he sends his warm regards, and he really, really supports the creative economy in Kisumu.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Mambo VP, welcome back again. This is Baze Radio at COTKM. Nanita Silva Kido Nanipo live at the US Kenya Economies Forum 2025. As you can see behind me, these are legends in the film industry. Timothy Owaso, CEO, Kenya Film Commission. Ruben Odanga, executive producer, filmmaker, Molten Production Ltd. Pascal Tokodi, an award winner, multi-hyphenate creative actor, and Naisol creative as well. Philip Karanja, founder of Phil It Production. Yvonne Moinde from CEO, filmmaker, Equator Arts. And finally, Ambassador Thomas Kwako Omolo, HAC, former Consul General for the Kenya-US. I'm about to go to the second session in the film area. So if you're looking forward to learn more in regards to monetization, production, execution, even having investors coming on board for your film projects, keep it locked on Baze Radio to COTKM, because we're here still live at the Kenya-US Economy Summit Forum 2025. We're about to go to the second session. As you can see behind me, Niko Ndani a session, a music session. So in the afternoon session, we'll have expert creative artists from the music and entertainment industry here, right, to talk to us. Just to mention few, we'll have producer Musio Ka, as you can see, chairman Recording Industry of Kenya, Angel Ndambuki from Regional Director Sub-Saharan Africa, International Federation of the Phonographic Industry, IFPI Kenya, as well BN Aime, Grammy Award winner, musician, songwriter, record executive, Soul Generation Records. And then we'll have Bilha Ngaruia from country manager, Kenya 1 RPM. And finally, we will see Ben Cheng, CEO, Hustle Sasa Inc. Keep it locked on Baze Radio at COTKM. We're here to bring you exclusive coverage.
Many artists still struggle to monetize their work effectively, I think we heard Nikita this morning, and the issues or the struggles that artists are going through. While platforms like Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify have opened access to international audiences, royalties still remain low and inconsistent. The US recorded music industry generated $17.1 billion US dollars in 2023, with 84% coming from streaming. This according to Recording Industry Association of America. Kenya must invest in policies, IP frameworks, and local infrastructure that ensure equitable revenue distribution, sustainable careers, and access to financing for artists. Cross-border collaboration with the US can offer technical expertise, funding, and legal support. Players such as Hustle Sasa and 1RPM are already shaping artist services and direct-to-fund platforms that address unique African market realities. A US-Kenya music bridge could help reposition Kenya as a launchpad for Africa sound exports.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.